Hi. So I thought since people are already going back to school or they're going back to school soon, that would make back to school videos. So this week I'm going to be doing back to school related videos, and today I actually am not going back to school. I actually am out of school and finished school, and I'm not in college or anything yet. So I'm just talk to you about how it was when I went back to school. I was in school. I was more of the different kid, band t-shirt, skinny jeans, colorful hair, But I know that if you are one of the different kids or like alternative punk kind of kid, that you don't really fit in. And especially in high school. Because in high school, you go there and you see everyone and you just want to be like everyone else. So you could either be yourself, and then people will hate on you for being yourself and you could get bullied, or you can do like some people and then just pretend to be someone you're not, and then you may not get bullied by other people, but you feel like bullied by yourself because you're scared to be who you are. And I know that my first year going into high school, because where I went to high school, it was sophomore, junior, and senior was all in one school, and then freshman was in the junior high. So when I got in the sophomore year and actually was in high school, I had decided, because of in junior high what I had gone through, just because of what I chose to wear and the music that I chose to listen to, that I didn't really have that many friends or had people who were just not nice. And where I came from, it was it is out in the middle of nowhere, bunch of like rednecks and people. So if you listen to country or rap, you were like okay, but I didn't. I chose to listen to bands and wore band t-shirts and skinny jeans and colored my hair and wore like dark makeup, but so I didn't really fit in. So then I decided that going into sophomore year, because it was a whole new school, that I just wanted to fit in. So I got rid of a lot of my clothes, or I kept some but only wore them on the weekend, and I went and got like a whole bunch of like just plain blue skinny jeans, and I went to like Forever 21 and like American Eagle and a whole bunch of other like stores in the mall where I would usually go to like Hot Topic or somewhere to get my clothes. I didn't get any of my stuff from Hot Topic. I just got all my stuff from like Rue 21 and all those kind of stores, which is fine. Even if you're not, even if you are like alternative or punk, you could still go there, and it doesn't matter. You can shop wherever you want. But I tried to get more clothes that looked like everyone else would wear, and I wore those, and I made a lot of friends. And even though I looked like I fit in, I didn't fit in mentally. Like, I had no idea what some people were talking about, because I just looked like everyone else, but on the inside I was still me. So when people were talking about music, I just knew what I listened to, and I didn't know like the new songs on the radio or whatever, because I didn't listen to it. And I have no problem with it. That's not what I listen to. And and then people were like going out with their friends and hanging out and going to parties and stuff. And I never wanted to do that. A lot of my friends saw me as like kind of shy at first because I am shy, but I just felt uncomfortable because I wasn't in the clothes I liked, and I didn't understand anything else anybody else was talking about. So, I know about halfway through junior year, I went like a whole year with that, and then halfway through junior year, I was just like, forget it. I want to at least enjoy some of my high school years while I can, and I really don't care what anybody says about they can be my friend or not. And when I decided to start dressing like me and coming to school in what I feel comfortable in, I lost a few friends. Some of my friends were real friends, and no matter what I wore or what I listened to, they still were my friends, which was good. But then the bullying and stuff started again, and it was just like, I didn't really care. I didn't really let it get to me, but it's not fun. Even if you don't get bothered by it, you just want to go to high school and be who you are. And I found some friends who liked the same kind of music I did and liked what I wore and dressed like I did, and it was cool. So I would just hang out with them, and it was like I would be in class, and there was this one boy my senior year, I remember, in my physics class. Whenever I raised my hand, didn't matter if I was right, didn't matter if I was wrong, I would raise my hand, and as soon as I got called on and I'd be answering it, there'd be these two boys sitting there whispering and talking about me, and no matter what I said, they would laugh at me if I was wrong. They would laugh at me if I asked a question that they thought was stupid, but I just was asking. And I was just like, what is your problem? I'm not bothering you, so why bother me? Basically, the point of this is that no matter if you are more alternative, if you are the different one in your school, be proud of that. Just know that you have more strength than anybody else in that school because you chose to be yourself, and everyone else chose to fit in with everybody else. Think of a picture, it's all black and white, and it's like a landscape, and there's a whole bunch of people just standing there, and all the people are in black and white too, but there's one person in there that the painter or the artist used and painted them in color. Which one sticks out, and which one do you notice, and which one's the most beautifulest? Yeah, that's where we're gonna use that. You always, if you looked at a picture, you would notice whatever person they colored in whatever color, you would notice that first because it stood out and it was beautiful. So just think of yourself as that one colored person in the black and white picture. Everyone else at your school that wants to like fit in with everybody else, they're all in black and white, and you're the color out of the everything else. And with the whole like bullying thing is, I know that it's hard, and I know that probably people tell you this all the time, but really, no matter what they say, just don't listen to them. If it's bothering you to a point that you're in danger of hurting yourself, or they're gonna hurt you, then yeah, definitely I'm not gonna say don't say anything. I know this kind of sounds like but go to a teacher, go to guidance, go to somebody. I know that I actually became really close to my guidance counselor, and there was a point where people would go and say that I was doing this or I was doing that, but because just to get me in trouble, because they just didn't like me and they wanted me not to be in school, I would go and I would hear about it, and then I would go to my guidance counselor, and he would say that he already heard about it, and he told whoever told him about it that he knows me and that wasn't me. But yeah, definitely, if people are just saying stuff to you just to make themselves sound better, but you're not in danger, just ignore them. And they may stop because they know it's not getting to you, and they may not. But no matter what they say, you know who you are, and that's all that matters. And if they want to say something about you, that's their problem, because something's probably going on in their life that makes them not feel as special. And they just want to take their anger out on you because maybe they have problems at home and they can't take their anger out on like what their parents or whatever else or whoever else they have a problem with. And so they go to school and take it out on you because you seem like an innocent target. And if you let them see that it does upset you, like if they say something to you and then you start bursting out in tears every time, then they're going to notice that it gets to you and they're just going to keep doing it. What I did is I just was like, okay, whatever, or I didn't even respond at all. And people just started to leave me alone, and then there were some people who didn't, but I just still didn't let them bother me. Never get to the point where you feel the need to harm yourself or harm other people or anything like that. If you're watching this before you go to school and you know that you're going to get bullied or something when you go back to school, or you're watching this after you've already started school and you are having trouble, or you feel like that you have no one to talk to, you can leave me a comment below or DM me on Twitter or on Instagram. My links are in the description. Yeah, and if you can always message me on Twitter or leave me a comment and say that you need someone to talk to, and I can give you my kick and we can talk, because I might not been through there might be something that you growing through that I might not have personally been through, but I've been through a lot. And so there's probably a lot that if you're going through it, I've probably been through it and I can talk to you about it. So, my camera just died. So I'm just gonna wrap this up. If you do need somebody to talk to, because if you don't feel comfortable talking to people at your school or an adult, you can comment in the comments and say that you need to talk, and I'll message you somehow. A link to my Instagram and my Twitter are in the description, and you can DM me there and talk to me. You can message me on Twitter and I can give you my cake if you need somebody to talk to. But yeah, if you are going back to school, good luck. Don't worry about whatever anybody says. Just get your work done and don't let it distract you from getting your work done. So you can pass and then get out of school so you don't have to deal with these people anymore. But I'm going to be making more back to school videos this week. I might put up 3 instead of 2, I don't know. I just have to see the timing. But yeah, so check the description, comment below, like this, subscribe. If you have a friend that needs help and it might not be you, share this video and so they can see it. But yeah, until next time, bye.